balmy shores of sunny Florida to the cold winds of Chicago and everywhere in between, you're watching the Red Wemette Show, live, coast to coast. Talk of the town, Mr. Red Wemette.
Afternoon, folks. It is October 1st, 2025, 5 p.m. And Adam Flowers is with me. And we have a ranch of people. We have Christina Morris, our moderator. Thank you, Christina. And we have BSJ, 2 best hours on YouTube. Thank you, buddy. And Sean Nolte. We have here for round 2, but no rounds for Adam.
None for me, thank you.
Hi, Dave M. How you doing? Scott H. How you doing? Jim Jagger. How you doing? All you guys. Tracy, it's good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing better. God bless you. Anyway,
nice to see you, Tracy.
Ryan Brown, good to see you, buddy. Rico, thank you for coming over. We have such beautiful people.
It is. It's wonderful to see everybody. Welcome in, guys. We're going to be talking about mob origins, terms, and where they come from. And believe it or not, some of them are pretty interesting. They a lot of them come from Latin words, which I found to be pretty interesting. What do you think, Red?
I think anything of origin usually comes from Latin terms, one way or another. But it's our language. I mean, English is based on Latin and Greek.
Yeah. Very true. E pluribus unum. E pluribus unum.
In God we trust.
Seize the day. I think it seize the day, isn't it?
I thought it was in God we trust.
No, e pluribus unum is seize the day. Don't ask me about a whole lot of these. Because some of it I'm going to pull out of my butt.
Ryan Brown says, "Don't bust my teeth."
Well, where do you want to start, Red?
In the beginning, you're supposed to fire him at me. Give me that, and I'm
all right. Omerta. Omerta's a code of silence. It comes from the word.
It's a Latin word.
Humilta, humility, or possibly from Spanish, hombre, man, implying loyalty and manhood. It emerged in the 19th century Sicilian mafia to enforce silence against outsiders. You got to put the cheaters on. Adopted by the American mafia. Capo. Where does that come from?
Wait a second. Back up. It was not adopted by the American mafia. It was adopted by the Italian mafia.
The Italian? Well, yeah, it was. Yeah, sure. It would have been the Italian mafia, right?
Yes. Then it came over to the American side.
Got it.
Cosa Nostra is this thing of ours.
La Cosa Nostra. You know where that comes from?
Italy.
I mean the word itself. I don't even know if I have that one in here.
They're Latin words, but they come from Italy. Italy is very much Latin also.
Whack.
Whack?
Yeah, whack. To whack somebody. He whacked them. I got whacked.
I'm not really sure where that came from, but I think it was from New York.
Said it possibly came from the sound of a hit or a blow. Whack.
They didn't whack anybody over in Italy.
No, probably not. How about hit?
Hit is, I don't know, the origin of hit was also in the United States. They said, way back in 1919 or 19 anything, or the early 1900s, is I want that guy hit. I want him murdered.
Hit, murder. Okay. That makes sense. What do we have in the comments here? Scott H. visited Italy and realized how much we are influenced by the Romans and the old world. Many of our words are identical or very close to Latin. It's true.
You're echoing what I said, Scott. That's exactly what I said.
La Dolce Vita, the good life.
Oh, yeah.
John Nolte, no more whacking talk. Enough to whack it.
That Viva, I forget how they said that. Viva something, the good life.
Rocky DeMeo, I quit drinking and smoking due to health concerns. Never looked back. Changed my life in every way. Good luck, Adam. Thank you, Rocky, and stay the course, buddy. That's awesome. The Cubs lost, everybody. We told you we'd keep you up to date during the game, and they lost. How about Nutsack Zach? I missed you guys. I haven't seen you in a while.
Wah, wah, wah.
I'm sorry. The Cubs, yeah. Nutsack Zach. Nutsack Zach. That's a hell of a name, Nutsack.
Yeah.
We've missed you too. Red hasn't seen you in a while since he's got the Dicky Do award. That means his belly sticks out further than his Dicky Do. Therefore, he hasn't seen Nutsack in a while.
We have a live question that we might be able to knock out of the way here.
Was Frank Schweiss ever happy?
Yeah, he was.
He was.
When he got laid, when he was drinking, things made him happy, He just looked at killing people as our business. It's just something that business function, that's all. But on many occasions, I saw him very happy.
Yeah, Rico Suave, speaking of whacked, I beat on it earlier like it owed me money. Hey, true story. I was at the doctor's office about 2 months ago. He's giving me a physical examination. He said, Adam, you're going to have to stop masturbating. And I said, why? He said, because I'm trying to give you an examination.
Chill.
What's up?
I'm reading some of these comments here.
Good. Put them up.
I don't know. This one.
Swish was feared by other hitmen.
Yes, he was. He was labeled not only by the FBI and authorities, but he was labeled by mob guys that I knew as the hitman that all hitmen feared. And there were hitmen that I knew that were totally afraid of him. Even the Wild Bunch did not mess with Twice.
All right, we talked about this term on my show, clip, to clip somebody. He got clipped. And I said, does that have anything to do with the clip that they put in the gun, like, magazine, a clip? And it turns out that clip is a 1920s American slang, likely from clipping somebody's life short. Yes. As in cutting or shooting. It was common during Prohibition gang lingo. So to clip your life short.
Very common in the 20s.
Yeah. Rico Suave, did Tony Spilotro ever visit you with a female, a Gumar, or anyone else?
No. He never came knocking on the door with anybody.
Okay.
He met people when we went places, and we would separate company and stuff like that. But No, when he came by me, he always came alone. All of them did. Marshall did. There isn't anybody where they just come with a group of people or two people. Nobody ever stopped by me with a crowd. I don't think they wanted to intimidate me. Tried not to.
Well, there you go. Hey, guys, by the way, don't forget to hit the like button. You guys are just coming in here. Smash the like button. And let's another question about Frank Schweiss from Nutsack. Was Frank ever generous towards you, Red? Like, did he ever give you anything out of the kindness of his heart?
Yes. Yes.
Really? What did he give you?
Number one, when he's talking in the video, you can see about the roll-offs or the Dipsy dumpsters. He charged them to his building, his construction company, and he was trying to do me a favor. Other times we went out someplace. We go to Orso's restaurant. We go down the street to the Bird's Nest or something like that. And my money was no good. Frank paid for everything, just everything. Other places we go, it was always Frank's money. If I tried to pay for anything, he said, "What are you trying to make me look like, an asshole?" I mean, that's the way he was.
Got it. A wise guy. The origin of wise guy. According to this, a fully initiated mafia member, a wise guy, and early 20th century American slang or cunning or street smart person adopted by Italian American mobsters to describe made men, popularized by Nicholas Pileggi's work on the book Wise Guy and its film adaptation Goodfellas.
I think Wise Guy came way before that. In The Godfather, when was that? In the 20s, 30s? He's a wise guy. He's, that means he's like one of us. He's a wise guy. He's one of those people that does illegal things. And wise guys were cocky. Wise guys were cocky. I mean, they'd have quips and different things that they would say that would be sarcastic. So the term wise guy was very common with those people because they didn't have to worry about stepping on other people's toes.
Got it.
Matt, yes, I did. Matt Perry. I saw Thief when it came out in 1981, and I've seen it maybe 6 or 7 times since then. I loved it. The part I got a kick out of most was when he was first hooking up with the Don, or the guy, the merch. He was getting his money back, and Jim Belushi was up on top of the roof with a rifle covering him, and he walks out there, and he said, the cops are washing him, and he said, "There must be 2 yards of money out there." A couple inches of it. I saw it. I liked it.
All right, a Don. A Don is a title of respect from Latin dominus, which meant lord, used in Sicily for powerful figures adopted by the American mobsters to signify family boss, and it was popularized in The Godfather.
Before that, I hate to argue with your thing there.
No, go ahead.
Before that, going back into the 1600s, it was a Don was a head of a family in Spain. Don Quixote chasing. Okay. I mean, it was, especially in Mexico and everything else. A Spanish and Italian are very close.
Aren't they both derived from Latin, correct?
Yes, and what they call Mediterranean. They're both Mediterranean languages.
Ryan Brown, if I had a nickel for every time I've been called a wise ass, I would have been a millionaire. Ryan Brown's a wise ass. He's the kind of guy that can sit on an ice cream cone and tell you what flavor it is. That's how much of a wise ass he is.
I love it.
Wow. When did the term made man come out?
That's a good question. When did it come out? I think it came out maybe in the 1700s in Italy and in Sicily.
Yeah, This is one I don't have on the list.
That was a long time ago, and they carried over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, to get made was very important in Sicily, and I believe the first it was an emperor over there. He's a prince or something of Italy or Sicily, but it was early, very early. It just carried on over the centuries, decade.
Is this Scott H? Is he talking about the introduction system of requiring a made guy must introduce another made guy is based on a security system we use to introduce one secured to another? Is that he's a friend of ours or he's a friend of mine? Is that what he's going with?
Yes, that means proposed. He's proposed, but it could be a friend of ours. They made a big deal out of that in what's the one with Ray Liotta?
Good.
No, it wasn't Goodfellas. It was in Donnie Brasco. In the very beginning, he said, if you're a friend of ours, he explained it. If you're a friend of ours, that means you're one of us. If you're a friend of mine, that means you're okay to be with me. So, but that's a New York thing.
Ryan Brown, what about the term straightened out for a made guy?
Straightened out is basically a New York term, and it could be a Boston term or something like that. When they open the books, they're going to get you straightened out. That means they're going to get you right and make sure that you're a boss, because Scott says Red has a security clearance. He knows. I do.
There you go. Alan B, get made.
It depends on whether you're in a whorehouse or not. Get made. No more Paul Lynn comments here. Where did it come from? I think it came from the early parts of the United States. It could have been, it probably was New York, where guys get made. When is he going to get made? When am I going to get made? When am I going to be one of them? That's the way it goes.
Oh boy. Did you know any of the guys that robbed DiCardo's house? Wasn't there like 5 crews that got whacked over that?
Didn't know any of them. Knew some of the people that killed them, but didn't know any of those guys, and didn't want to know, because I was even asked, do you know any of these guys? And they went down a name, and I said, I don't know none of those guys. I don't hang with thieves. I don't hang with thieves. I was never. That's probably why I never ran across Frank. He was a thief.
Right.
The only reason I ran across Peanuts is because he flipped.
Okay, so I'm just looking through some of these. Some of these are pretty simple. I mean, where they came from, like protection, pinched, being grabbed or nabbed, like pinch in the 1920s.
Pinch was something that happened in Chicago or in the United States. Pinched meant and I'll tell you exactly where that came from. Police officers used to come along and walk up behind somebody when they were doing something wrong, and they would pinch their shoulder on the nerve, and they would grab them by the nerve. Young people, like 14, 15, 16, and they would pinch them real hard so they would go down because they hit the nerve. That's where the term came from. It was used a lot in Once Upon a Time in America.
Oh, that was a good movie.
Where he pinched him, and he said about his watch, and he said, yeah, it's this time, and he says, and I had it this time, and he says, pinched it. He had 8:32 in seconds,
Contract comes from contract.
A contract can mean a lot of things, but generally speaking, the way most people mean, it means to take your life. Somebody is requesting that it takes your life. But a contract could be an arrangement to make some kind of deal.
All right. Why do they call it juice?
They call it juice because it just keeps on running. You get squeezed, and they squeeze the juice out of you.
That's it. Squeeze like an orange.
They
Yeah.
squeeze it till like a lemon. They keep squeezing you till there's no juice left, and then they throw it away.
Yeah, got it. Skim. That comes from skimming the cream off of the milk.
Off the top.
Skim
Right?
it off. Yeah.
Also, you could say I skimmed off of my peep shows and gave my half of my skim money to Marshall Cafano.
Okay.
Was a skim. We counted it all up, and he told me how much he wanted, so we skimmed it off the top. Skimming usually means you're not going to pay taxes on it.
Right.
If you skim it off the top, you're not going to report that income.
Right. What else do we have here? Family, right? A mafia organization or syndicate comes from the Sicilian mafia's use of famiglia to denote loyalty and kinship. Again, comes from another word.
My personal life was I used to go over by Jimmy Cozo, and he had a big mural on the outside of the wall at the spot, and it said Casa de Villa de Cozo, and it was on a mountain in Sicily. And he also talked about family. This is my family, and this is my family. There was a big difference with him. These are my family, but these are my blood relatives' family. Major difference.
Okay, to rub out. It comes from to kill or erase somebody from existence, right? You rub them out, you erase.
They're not
And
here.
it was popularized by The Godfather.
Rubbing somebody out usually meant that their name is taken off the rolls. They're gone. You don't even talk about them anymore. They're rubbed out. And in some places in New York, when somebody's rubbed out, you can't even say their name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Rubbed out, huh?
It's against the rules. You can't talk. You can say that guy, but you don't even say the name because he's rubbed out. His name is taken off the rolls completely.
Shylock, Ryan Brown. You are correct, Ryan. It's from Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice, and a Shylock is a moneylender, and so it came from Shakespeare. Shylock.
I'll also add this to it. If you ever read The Merchant of Venice or read Shakespeare, the Shylock is Jewish. He's a lender that's Jewish, and that's where some of the terms come from, as far as
Vigorish.
Yes, because it that's the way it was. But he also said something. The Shylock said something in that The Merchant of Venice that somebody wanted some money from him, and he said that's going to cost you a lot. If you don't pay me back, I want an inch of flesh from all the way around your heart. All the way around your heart. I want 1 inch of flesh back if you don't pay me back. And according to Shakespeare, the guy didn't pay him back. Victor.
Did you? I don't want to get into claims, but did you ever hear about the deal that King James hired Shakespeare to write part of the Bible?
I have probably done more to spread it than anybody you know, because if you go to I forgot the name of the verse now.
Psalms 46.
Yes, you go to Psalms 46.
The 46th word from the start is shake, and the 46th word from the end is spear. Supposedly cryptic signature of Shakespeare.
It was on his 46th birthday, and historians have documented that.
Yeah.
Now, you will find the Catholic Church changed it. So if you look at a papal Bible, it said the earth shall quake. And it says something about fear, not spirit. So they changed it around. A lot of people changed it around because it's getting too well known.
Yeah, it's largely considered a coincidence. But I heard that once and I thought that's kind of a little bit of a crazy coincidence, you know.
There's other things I studied theology for many, many years. And there's other things that also are that weird that happen. And I have no doubt in my mind. I mean, you can't make all this stuff up. Once, maybe twice.
Victor Inman, hey fellas, I overheard a conversation between my grandma and a member on the phone that they used whacked to diminish the act itself so they could live with what they had to do in their mind and soul. Instead of killed him, we murdered him, he got whacked.
It was an easy way to say. It's a euphemism that's easy to say, and it makes it sound trivial.
Sean Nolte, the guy got pinched, and when he paid the undercover female cop for a rub-up.
There you go, Sean.
Guys and your puns. You gotta love it. You guys and your puns. Okay, so
bring them on, Adam. Bring them on. What do you got? What do you got?
What do you got? What do you got? Some of these are crazy. You know, like Button, for instance, a soldier who carries out a hit. It says likely from 20th century, referring to a reliable button man who could be counted on to push the button, execute a hit. The term also relates to being a small but critical part of the mob machine, like a button in a mechanism.
Right. And where that came from was there was a man who told you to push a button, but you had to be a button man or an assassin in order to be able to push the button. So you had to have the okay. You were designated as a hitter, as a murderer, as somebody who extinguished people. And therefore, it was okay for you to push the button. Not everybody could push the button.
All right, they referred to guns as a piece. You know, you got your piece with you?
I always refer to mine as a piece. That's a military term.
It is a military term, yes. A piece of artillery.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it came from, a piece of artillery.
Yeah, I learned that kind of gun.
Same thing with a gat. You know, what about Roscoe though? What was a Roscoe?
Roscoe came out in the 20s, where somebody was walking and they would give it was a euphemism they gave for a small hand pistol that they could give to a woman or a mall or gun mall or somebody and say, here, hold my Roscoe. And some people didn't know what Roscoe was, but it was something that she could conceal and hide.
Lingo.
Language.
Certain. I mean, other colorful synonyms like gat, a heater, or a rod. They call them that too.
Yeah, a heater was a stolen gun.
Oh, it wasn't because it gets hot after you fire it multiple times?
No, a heater's a stolen gun. Something with the serial numbers taken off, filed off. That's a heater.
Interesting. Yeah. It says that one frequently cited, but it's an unproven theory that links a silent film comedian, Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle, who was 1887 and 1933, whose name may have been adopted as a playful, dissimulating pet name for a gun during Prohibition's era of the gangster culture. It's not proven, but they say that's where Roscoe came from.
If you look very carefully, he carried a gun. He carried a small concealable handgun. So that could have something to do with it. Although San Francisco, I don't think is like the gun place of the world.
San Francisco?
But
gun?
China, that's Yeah, that's where Fatty Arbuckle. Look him up. That's where Fatty Arbuckle was.
I've never even heard of Fatty Arbuckle. They do silent movies with Charlie Chaplin and
look him up. He was in talkies. Look him up. He was involved in a terrible scandal. He actually fell on a woman and killed her.
he was a silent film actor, comedian, director, and screenwriter, known for comedy and rotund physique. Oh, he's a nice big round guy. That's why he got the nickname Fatty. All right. Oh, he starred alongside figures like Chaplin, Buster Keaton, Mabel Normand, and he mentored talents like Keaton, Buster Keaton. Born in Smith Center, Kansas, he started in vaudeville and joined Senate Keene Studios in 1913. Keystone Comedies, he signed with Paramount, commanding $1,000 a day salary. Holy moly. You know how much money that'd be back then?
They couldn't find anybody like him.
I got to see a picture of Fatty Arbuckle.
Well, finish up the story about him.
Oh, you want me to read more?
Yeah.
His career was derailed in 21, a scandal when he was accused of the rape and manslaughter of actress Virginia Rappi at San Francisco hotel party. The case became a media frenzy, fueled by yellow journalism in Prohibition-era moral panic. After 3 trials, Arbuckle was acquitted in 22 with a jury apology for the ordeal. But the damage was done. Hollywood studios blacklisted him, and his films were pulled from circulation. He worked sparingly under a pseudonyms, like William Goodrich. He died of a heart attack in 33 at the age of 46. The slang term Roscoe for a gun emerged in 1914. It's sometimes linked to Arbuckle's last name, used as a euphemism in underworld or gangster circles, though no definitive evidence ties it directly to him beyond coincidence.
Arbuckle, that whole thing about he was charged with manslaughter or whatever he was charged with, he actually fell on the victim and crushed her. And that's why they said it was rape.
Wow.
So he had to go on the witness stand and explain that because he was so large, they didn't notice her underneath him.
Oh my gosh. That's insane. Are you seriously? That happened, huh?
They make jokes about somebody when they're overweight saying, you know, they're a Fatty Arbuckle. I think he weighed 400 some odd pounds.
Yeah, there's a picture of Fatty.
Ask how much he weighed. He was big. He was over 300.
Let's see. He weighed 260 to 300 pounds, and he was about 5'10".
Wow.
300 pounds at 5'10", man. You're going out more this way than you are going this way. You know what I mean? Man, I mean, this is a picture of when he was younger. So I don't know what he got to when he was a little older. Fatty Arbuckle.
They destroyed most of the pictures of him.
He's a big dude. I mean, he's a large bone guy, you know, he's a large frame as it was.
Anybody that could fall on another human being and crush them to death is big.
Yeah, well, here's somebody a little.
Ryan Brown says this. He said he heard that he ruptured her bladder.
Wow. There's comparing him to Chris Farley. So, you know, about the same height, same weight. Yeah. Yeah, and I never watched any of his flicks. I'll have to see if I can find some.
There's nothing left. Everything's
there's got to be something floating around out there, right?
Maybe. I doubt you'll find it.
Videos. Oh, falsely accused of murder. The Fatty Arbuckle story. It looks like Joe Rogan did a little 7-8 minutes on it when he had a guest on. Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle in The Life of the Party, 1920. There's a 53-minute film on YouTube.
He was a real drinker, a heavy drinker. Arbuckle.
Huh.
It wasn't his real name either, Fatty Arbuckle. That wasn't his name. I believe his first name was Roscoe.
His real name was Roscoe Conkling Arbuckle.
Oh, his last name was Arbuckle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Conkling was his middle name. Conkling. Don't know.
Sounded German.
Yeah. Greta Thunberg was just arrested, my dad told me. Really? Greta Thunberg.
Who the fuck is that?
She's the little girl from Sweden that goes around and talks about climate change.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't know.
Evidently she was in the wrong place. What she was talking about.
She's Swedish, sorry. Yeah, as of today, she was arrested by Israeli naval forces. This is the second such incident involving a Gaza-bound aid flotilla this year, following similar detention in June of 25. She was aboard the Alma carrying 500 activists. It's we don't want to go there. It's yeah, that's all political shit.
It's political craziness.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people they want to make a statement about something that they don't have any idea what it's really about.
Man, I'm going to tell you what. I'm done with politics for right now. Swear to God, I'm not running for office. I don't want to run for office. Don't even want to talk about it. Because, look, I'm 48 years old. I'm not going to change anything. I'm not going to become a governor, a senator, a mayor. It's not in my cards. It's not in my thing. And you know what, Red? The second you get voted in as a mayor, a sheriff, a dog catcher, half the fucking people want you dead. They sit there and pray you have a heart attack. So why would you even want to get into that?
You got to lie your way to get in.
That's the other thing.
I was just looking at, I'm going political on my show here. I was just looking at Pritzker. Do you know that Pritzker paid more for his campaign than Donald Trump took out of his pocket? And I looked at that to become governor of Illinois. He paid that kind of money. So it just goes to me. I mean, it tells me this. The guy who's going to spend the money, he's going to win. He's going to lie. He's going to say things. He's going to make promises he can't keep. But the truth of the matter is, it's just going to happen. Does it matter if he's a Democrat, a liberal, or does it matter if he's a conservative and a Republican? No, it doesn't. They're still leaders. And you're never going to get rid of either one. All these people got to become moderates together in order to get along. But it's never going to happen. It hasn't happened in 100 years, more than 100 years. It's not going to happen again. I don't know when people are going to unite. I hope soon, but it doesn't look good for me. I'm looking at it and say I'll be dead and gone and buried by the time, probably when Donald Trump is gone. But he's an enigma. I mean, nobody ever expected Trump to do what he did. He spent his own money. He jumped in and did what he did. Do I agree with everything he did? No. Do I believe in everything he's doing? No. Do I believe he lied to the public? Yes. I remember him saying things that when I'm elected, you won't have this. You're going to have 100% transparency. You're going to see this. You're going to see that. You're going to see this. Didn't happen. But in his defense, I would say this. He's probably better than Kamala. Kamala. He's probably better than Kamala. I'm sure he's better than Joe Biden. And it's like I voted for Obama. And even though I don't like Obama or don't like what he did, I thought he was definitely a better president than John McCain would have been. John McCain was screaming war. We're going to go overseas. We're going to finish off in Iraq what they should have done. Storm and Norman should have kept on going. And Schwarzkopf.
How you like my impersonation, Red? Good impersonation? It's my Chuck Schumer impersonation.
Oh,
it's good,
are they
right?
down today? Are they shutting down today?
Oh yeah, they shut down. But again, I could give two shits about the politics. Feedback, Phil. Adam, do you have a magic channel? No, but here's a magic channel for you. All right, watch my finger. Oh, yeah. The amazing linking rings. Ta-da!
Actually, on what was it, this week or the week before? Last week or the week before? Adam did his cigarette trick on my show.
I did. Yes, I did.
And I thought it was fabulous.
Red said, do that cigarette trick. I said, oh, man, you got a cigarette just like this here. Look at this. No, this is great. This is great. Watch out. Yeah. Oh, you ever see that? You gonna light the cigarette? Yummy. Light it again. That's nasty. I don't smoke anymore. Oh, what am I going to do with this thing?
You don't smoke anymore. Do you smoke less?
No, I don't smoke any less either. Only time I smoke is after sex, and that's because I go too fast sometimes.
Well, don't look, and it won't make any difference.
I go too fast sometimes. I smoke after sex because I go too fast sometimes.
Don't look at it.
Right over Red's head. Friction, Red. Friction. I go too fast, and then the smoke. Oh my God! I gotta fucking explain it to him.
You're talking about.
You gotta be shitting me. You've got to be shitting me. I should be able to smoke cigars in my studio while I'm doing the show. I really should. I like a cigar, not cigarettes.
You know what you need is one of those smoke eaters, and put a smoke eater up.
Yeah.
And then you could smoke your cigar inside instead of having to go outside, and you wouldn't have to argue with Ellie.
Oh yeah. No, but then why do I want the house to stink? That's my whole thing.
I'm sure if you were installing a smoke eater, Ellie would say, "What's that for?" Oh no, you're not going to do it.
What do you think it's for? Oh, watch this. The fastest cigarette. Whew. Holy cow! Whoa! Hey! Gone. Ha! Got it back. Whoa! There it is. Hey! Stupid shit.
Love it. I do. I love it.
Oh, come on. I didn't know Adam knew sign language there. Yes, I know sign language.
I quit smoking.
Quit smoking, quit drinking, fun at parties. Yes.
It's over now. It's over a year, Adam.
Yeah, you quit smoking over a year ago, man. That's fantastic. You still got a pack sitting there? He still got his pack sitting there.
I keep a pack of cigarettes right here. It's not a full pack, but
in case he wants one.
Ain't tempting to tempt me. But I got to tell you, I can't. I cleaned every ashtray in the house. I threw a lot of ashtrays away. I didn't put them away. I threw them away.
Right.
And I washed them. And I didn't say, because if I wanted to go buy new ones, I would. But it was, I took them off the coffee tables, the end tables, took them off the desk, and the whole place smelled different after that.
Good for you. Turn it on the fan a little bit. Get some of that stink out of here. Oof. Nick Shawnokey, 5 years here. Quit the cancer sticks. It's easier as you go along. Yeah, it is. I quit. When the hell did I quit? fuck, man, I quit a long time ago. Then I started up for a little bit. Then I stopped. Then I started. Then I stopped. But it's been at least 10 years, I would say. They say your chances of having a heart attack or a stroke from smoking is like damn near not the same as a normal person after about 10 years. So,
but you know what your chances are having the venous, whatever, my veins
oh, the veins
and hardening of the arteries, 92%.
well,
So
you're gonna die of something.
yeah, well, I know that. When the doctor, but I don't have any other things wrong with me. I've never had any major surgeries.
That's what you think.
Okay.
That's a joke, Red. There's nothing wrong with me.
So when the doctor, when the doctor told me that, he said, there is no way that crap is going to heal on your leg, those ulcers, unless you quit smoking. Well, it bothered me so much. I came home and said, that's it. I quit.
It's all it takes. All it takes. You say that cigarette, gone. You know what I mean? I did that one time. A guy said, it's up your sleeve. I said, up yours.
Donna Flowers, Mrs. Flowers, how you doing?
Love the magic, but she's partial. Love the show, guys. Hey, Mom.
God bless you.
I'm so fat, I'm not sure quitting the cigarettes really helps the risk of heart attack risk. And you said that you were 5'10" and well over 400 pounds.
Wow.
That's a little much, Sean. Like I'm trying to lose some weight right now too. I want to get back to my original weight, 10 pounds, 2 ounces. I'm on my way.
People in hell water too.
just since I stopped drinking alcohol, and I haven't changed any of my eating habits. Matter of fact, I made a big chicken parmesan last night on noodles with some air fried Brussels sprouts on the side, and I made some chicken marsala a few nights ago with a big pile of fresh mashed potatoes, garlic mashed potatoes. I've lost like 10 pounds in the last few weeks just from not drinking. So you cut the alcohol out, you'll lose weight. I mean, guaranteed. Red, quit smoking. That's when you put the weight on, right, Red?
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear.
But I'm gonna start. I've come down maybe 8 or 9 pounds just by eating protein, lots of meat, and fruit and vegetables. I do need to get more exercise.
Yeah.
This creature right here, this one, what are you at? This creature right here who carries a security ball around him, he causes me, get down now. Come on, down. He causes me to move around more than I ever thought I would. But when you see me running down the street or sidewalk, holding his leash and him pulling me, you know that I'm getting my exercise because I would not be doing that by myself.
Yeah. Hey, you get up and you walk a couple miles a day in the morning. You walk a little bit in the night, Just get those get all that walking in, and that helps a whole lot. My wife said to me the other day, she's like, Adam, she says, I started walking. Every day I'm getting up walking about 5 to 7 miles a day. And so I've been getting up walking 5 to 7 miles a day. And I said to my wife, I said, look, I'm losing weight. This is unbelievable. So she started doing the same thing I'm doing. She's getting up before she goes to work. She's walking, getting the steps. She comes home. She does more. She said to me the other day, she said, look, she said, my pants are loose. My pants, I can pull them off without unbuttoning them. I said, see, now that's what happens when you get up off your fat ass and you start walking. And apparently that wasn't the right thing to say.
Jim said he lost 125 pounds when he got divorced. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because he lost 125 pounds. Never mind. Red doesn't get it, Jim. Everybody else gets it, but Red doesn't get it.
I got it. I got it.
John,
he was 125 pounds.
that's what she weighed, 125 pounds. You get it? It's.
I laugh at it. That's all.
I lost 20 pounds last week. I went to a casino in England. None of us are getting out of this thing alive. That's very true, John. That's very true. Nobody's getting out of this alive. I tell you what, though, John, I had a bathroom in my house named after you, and I changed the name. Now my bathroom's name is Jim, not John. That way I could say I get up every morning and I go straight to the gym.
I love it. I love it.
All right. Where do you want to go now, Red?
Look on your face. Your eyebrows go. Where do you want to go now, Red?
Where are we going with this? We're back to nutsack. I gained a ton of weight after meeting my girlfriend. She loves cooking for me and buying me candy. I'm up to 600 pounds.
Wow.
Dude, you gotta stop eating the candy, man. Yeah.
He's only 4'8".
He's only 4'8" and 600 pounds. No. Alan B., I was so fat once, I went camping and the bears would hide their food.
I love it, Alan. I love it. I love it, guys.
Yeah, I was camping with my friend. This big bear showed up. Dude, I sat down. I started putting my shoes on. He's like, "Why are you putting your shoes on? You think you're going to outrun that bear?" I said, "I don't have to outrun that bear. I have to outrun you."
That is an old ATF FBI joke where one agent went out with the one. The FBI's putting his shoes on. He says, "What the hell are you doing? You can't outrun that bear." And he says, "I don't have to outrun the bear. All I got to do is outrun you." True story.
That's the joke I just told you.
But that is a true story. It's an ATF FBI story.
Stop it. Don't say you got to wipe your ass with a brush. Come on, man. That's horrible. That is terrible. That's awful. Hey, what is Adam's main source of income? Riff, Raff, Ruckus. Right here on Red's YouTube channel. This is where I make all my money. Hell yeah. My main source of income.
Adam, I have to ask you, we're talking about large people, okay? Have you ever met or did you ever know anybody that was extremely large? I mean, I knew one guy who lived in Lake Worth, Florida, and he weighed a little over 600 pounds. Very seldom did he leave the room, not the house, the room. And when he did, when they wanted to give him a bath, they had glass sliding doors installed, and they would roll him outside and hose him off.
No way. That big?
He never had any clothes. He died with no clothes because there was nothing to hide. I mean, his flesh was like, it weighed a lot, man.
Dude, at that size, you don't go shopping. You hire Omar the tent maker to make you clothes.
Actually, he lived with his sister, and she used to try and make clothes for him, but they were a bib that she made for him, or a sheet. He didn't have a regular bed to sleep on. I mean, this guy, very rugged. So unless you've really seen somebody that big, when he was younger, when he was like maybe 18, 19 years old, he used to go to buffets, and they would throw him out of a buffet.
You've been here too long. You eat 4 hours. You leave now.
He was banned from several chains.
Oh,
You actually see there's somebody on YouTube that's like them. They're not on anymore. They used to be on all the time, but now they had the lap belt, where they actually had the lap belt, and I think he's down to like 190 pounds or something like that. It was 500 some odd pounds at one time. And he's working at Home Depot and happy. And he has a relationship.
Nutsack said his friend passed away at 32 when he was 700 pounds. By the time we were 8, he was 300 pounds. Nutsack, if you're that big, out of the 4 fattest people I know, you're 3 of them.
That's a lot, man. Wow, 700 pounds. 32 years old.
Riff Raff Ruckus. My goatee accentuates my double chin. No, my double chin accentuates my double chin. It's like my wife said, does this dress make me look fat? I said, no, the fat makes you look fat.
Your mother says it right here.
Besides doing a great job with magic, Adam's a great chef. Both inspire me to get up each day, get out to walk around the property 3 times a day. It helps my heart and circulation. That is true. My mom's always walking around, and yes, she's getting all of her exercise, and that's good. My mom's 80, and she's doing fantastic for her age. I mean, fantastic. So
that's great.
Yeah, it's really good. Good. Oh, Red, we're getting up to the end of the show. What do you say, buddy?
I say, I'm trying to read this comment here. I tried to hold onto my ex, but she was so fat my friggin' hands would disappear. Sad. Very sad. Okay, folks. I want to thank you all for stopping by. I really enjoyed your company, and I laughed a lot during the show. Adam was a big help.
No, I enjoyed all of your company too. Not so much Red, but the rest of you guys, yeah, it was fun. All right, Red, it's time to go. You have a great day. Everybody, God bless you.
Thank you, folks.
See you next week, guys.
The combination of the videotapes and Wemette's testimony resulted in the conviction of 2 men on extortion charges. One of them was Frank Schweiz, known in syndicate circles as the German, a feared mob terrorist and a suspect in a number of gangland murders.
He was described to me by other outfit individuals as the most feared hitman. And as he said to me, my reputation precedes me, son.